I'm not understanding what we're not understanding in this country. There's been another police shooting in Minnesota, and I believe overnight there was a big protest that erupted, if you will. The police shot and killed a black man by the name of Winston Smith. I'd like you to listen in on some of the comments that the family has made during their most recent press conference. At this time, the police are saying there's no video footage. So listen in and hear what the family has to say in response to this.
One police department because all law enforcement is guilty of white supremacy. So until we get justice, until we get accountability, until we get transparency, we cannot back down from the policies. We cannot back down from being in the streets. We cannot back down for saying that our lives matter, and you have no legal, you have no moral, you have no godly rights to take away our lives.
All right.
The Minneapolis NAACP stands with this family here. I want to tell you that I stand with you. What happened should have never happened. And it is not just the fault of that police officer, that U.S. Marshal. It's not just the fault of the mayor of Minneapolis or the governor of this state or the president of this country. It is my fault as well. It is everyone's fault who hasn't stood up and demanded that policies change so that not one more black person is murdered by the hands of the U.S. government.
My name is Minnesota State Representative John Thompson, and you are standing in my district, which is 67A. I know most of you saw me this summer, this past year, because I told you at Tashira's husband's anniversary that I'm not psychic, that it'd be another dead black man this year. And lo and behold, the same day I said that, Daunte Wright was killed. And here I am again telling you that I'm not psychic, I'm just black, and there'll be another dead black man here in the state of Minnesota this year unless our legislators take it upon themselves to grow the testicular fortitude to pass some meaningful legislation here in this state when it comes to police reform. They call me the anti-police. No, I'm tired of black people dying by police. I am sick and tired of being tired of y'all calling me names for being right here in this position. We could have did something when Philando was murdered. We could have did something when Cordell Handy was murdered. We could have did something when Jamar Clark was murdered. We could have did something when George Floyd was murdered. We could have did something when Daunte Wright was murdered. Damn it, how many people got to die until we say we have a police problem? Not here in this state only, but all across the United States of America. Somebody tell Ben Crump and Al Sharpton they need to get a house here. Because it's going to happen again and again and again and again until we get some meaningful reform pieces. We don't have time to play politicians with people's lives here in this state. We don't have time to play Republican and Democrat with people's lives here in this state. Let's talk about the communities that are being over-policed. They're being underfunded. There's no culturally intelligent mental health providers here. There's no culturally intelligent teachers in this damn community. There ain't shit for the kids to do here. They're running around here with guns killing each other. Now we got to hide ourselves. We're afraid of ourselves. We're afraid of the police. In the meantime, they're in this building complaining about my community that they're underinvesting in. Give us some investments in this doggone place, man. Give us some resources and definitely stop underfunding us, our communities, and then complaining about what we're getting and sicking the police on us. A police dog will get justice for a black man here in this state. I said again, a police dog will get justice before a black man here in this state. I stand here with this family in solidarity, but I'm tired of standing here. I'm tired of standing here. I'm tired of keep coming back ingesting these dead bodies in my system. I've been doing this since 2015. It's 2021. And before me, it was Malcolm X. Before it was Martin Luther King, Fred Hampton Jr. We still stand in front of podiums right now asking for the same shit. Pardon my brass delivery, but I remember what keeps happening over and over and over and over and over and over again in this state. And we keep electing people into these offices who promise us stuff and then get behind those closed doors and play politicians with our lives. We have 4 funky little reform pieces that are being negotiated. And we had a plethora of reform pieces that we submitted to this body. And they're negotiating 4. It was 4 people that died this year by the hands of police. That would be a no-brainer not to choke people. You seem to know how to de-escalate a white man hitting you upside the head with a hammer while you're hanging on to his car. You seem to not shoot him and he make it home. This man should have made it home. Yes. Don't tell me we don't have a police problem. Don't call me anti-police. I'm anti-bullshit. That part. And I'm sorry for my brass delivery, but I remember what keep happening here in this state. These black men's blood is leaking on the ground by the hands of gun violence, and then you complain about it, but you're underinvesting in things that will keep them out of the gun violence cycle. You overinvest in prisons, but you won't invest in my people. Yes. I know what I'm talking about. I've been black all my life. That part. Man, I'm tired, y'all, sitting here complaining and sounding like I'm complaining, and people don't understand that it starts in legislation. They help create everything we see negatively in our community, and they can fix it. So if they're not going to do what you want, put your name on the ballot and get their ass up out of office. I love y'all. Thank you.